Yeah, it's cool having Isaac up here for a couple of weeks. You know, he's got his heart set on making the Nutri-Grain IronMan Series in the future, so it's cool to be able to show him what needs to be done to get there. And he got a bit of a taste for it today. We took him up to Noosa. We ran the national park and had a little bit of a swim.
Well, we're just walking up, check the surf, and then his competitive side took over and challenged me to a running race all the way to Tea Tree.
Right, let's do this race in the Tea Tree.
I see a lot of myself in Isaac when he trains. You know, he's a big, lanky fella out there, so it's tough when you're going up in Sydney. You know, you've got to deal with those cold winters and things like that. And I remember when I was young, and there was a lot of professional Ironmen running around that were in the Nutri-Grain series that I used to look up to. And you know, I was lucky that a couple of them took me under their wing, and they showed me a lot of how it was done. They told me that, you know, I need to lose that young punk attitude and get serious about my training if I want to compete and be a contender. And you know, that's been the same with Isaac. He's come up here, and you can just see everything we're doing between, you know, myself, Ali Day, Hayden White, Josh Minogue, all the boys. He's watching constantly and taking it all in, and that's awesome. That's what you need to do. That's what it takes.
All right, let's go. From Tea Tree to the beach. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think it always sort of comes out that competitive streak. You know, a simple walk around the national park turns into a running race, a foot race into a swim. So the challenge was on. I couldn't let him get bragging rights and take that sort of stuff back to Queenscliff.
When I first started watching the series, Poole was the guy with the pink hair, and that's who I remembered. So I've always just followed him and look up to him. Like when I'm training and stuff, that's who I want to be, and it's good to be up here training with him.
I think he's definitely got the talent, and he's got all the tools of the trade to be a good Ironman when he's older. I mean, I can still remember going down to Manly Beach and watching Kai Hurst race in the professional series, and I was still running around with a little nipper board. Now that old dog's still running around beating me. So I think there's definitely, in the years to come, I'll see, you know, Smith on the back of the togs, and I'll be chasing him around the course. Yeah, it'll be cool to look back on that in a couple of years and remember that he came up here as a young 15-year-old and see where he gets to. I think since we've had Isaac come up and stay, I'm certainly feeling my age now. You know, I'm not that young kid that's walked onto the scene, and you know, I've got to kind of step up and get my racing together. I think it's time to try and win some titles, win a couple more races. So I think this year is going to be exciting. You know, I'm looking forward to getting out there and racing again, and every year you're getting a little bit more wise, a little bit more experience.